You're live. You're live. You're alive. Did I say you are alive? I think I did. Well, I suppose that's good too. You're alive and you are alive. I think those two things are necessary. There's something going on, and it it's brewing. I don't know how strong it will get. How many people are upset? How upset they are? Don't know. But we'll have to see how this plays out. We've got hey CJ in the house. How are you, CJ? My God, you're looking like I am, in from the outside, and we're seeing this unfold. We're seeing the hoax of the pandemic. Just who cares? Like who cares now? And now we're seeing this cult of intersectionality, and cultural appropriation is now arising to the top. And when I was young, it was the beginning of the era of multiculturalism in Canada and other places, and you just said, "Oh, okay." Everyone's basically equal and should be treated equal. Well, that was given in the Constitution, and that they didn't do it at the beginning. Well, that's a failure, and that Supreme Court judges said you should return slaves. Well, that was a failure down in the States. So, there's failures, but it got better.
Auto shutdown initiated.
And, ultimately, I just read somebody else went down for wearing blackface as a young person. Well, when I was young, you were supposed to be able to do that. That's what it was all about. We were all, what was essential was we were human, and what was accidental was our skin color, and it was of no importance. Somebody changed this. Oh, yeah, and there is an agenda for this type of destruction. One course was when I was young, and now they changed course, and this is, the Soviet plan, the communist plan to make everyone question, everything, like their sanity. And so, how to destroy the West in 3 easy lessons. You think that he was talking crap, but it all seems to have come true. The streets are filled with raging young people, and while they do have some reason to rage, what you're seeing is that people are just bowing down to this cult of intersectionality and taking the knee for it. Whatever it is, it seems to be a definite movement towards, destroying something and bringing something else in. This is a cultural revolution. And so I think we have to look back at what happened in the Chinese Cultural Revolution, because we saw the same violence on the streets. We saw the same yelling down and refusal to understand that, well, when I was young, there was none of this. And if there was police violence, it wasn't tolerated for anyone. And that was supposedly still the case, but what we had was a perfect storm. What we had was corrupt and ineffective policing for a long time. We had idiots like, Stop and Frisk in New York. Real idiots. And then he goes and tries to run for president. This stuff is horrible stuff. It's anti-constitutional, for one thing. And so we've got the Constitution for America, on its knees. We've got crony capitalism taking over. We've got monopolies all over the place. And suddenly we get the internet. People can converse with each other and say, yeah, I don't like what's going on. And then we get the police lying about, beating people and stuff like that. Apparently, and I'll show the picture of the guy. This guy, the disposable man, the guy who's down there, yeah, he was pushed, and it's not good. But apparently, and this, I saw it in the video, and I didn't really take note of it, but he was waving his phone around. Apparently, the guy's got a history, and he was trying to use this phone, which has an app, to hone in on the frequency or something. Swiping, it's called. They get information from the communications equipment of the police. So that's what he was trying to do and get close enough to do it. They shouldn't have lied. It's the lying that's worse. Yeah, I pushed the guy and he went down. That's it. Yeah, good. Good. Thanks, Baron Exile. Yeah, and again, for everyone who's listening, Yuri Bezmenov, you can look at that video. It's I'm searching for the word to demotivate in an extreme sense. That's what it's doing. Nobody seems to want to care about getting back to a civil type of existence. What they have here is this sign, which is off to the left. We will tread. That's what they're saying. They're going to tread. It's don't, it used to be don't tread on me, the snake, right? But now it's they're going to tread. This is Marxist type of, interference in people's lives. There are just, this looks to me, just on the surface, and I got to investigate this. I studied it way back when, but communitarianism. And there was a couple of types, one being left communitarian and one being right communitarianism. And even back then, this was in the 80s or something, I said, I think left communitarianism will be bad. And that's what I'm seeing now, where the ideas of rights are malleable and the interests of the community take precedence, and that's what we're seeing now. And okay, the people, the Antifa and the Black Lives Matter, some of it's being whipped up, some of it's being created by the stupidity of the police, and some of it's being engendered by the deep state and their horror, and by the crony capitalism, and by the endless wars, of foreign government change. And all of this is conspiring after shutting down the economy for 40 million people. Yeah, demoralization. That's what it is. Thank you for the word, CJ. Demoralization. That's what it is. And I think these people are demoralized with everything that's gone in the past. And recently, okay, I wrote in the description, you put 40 million people out of work, and then you allow them to wear masks. You put in, a horrible incident where the police bungled it. And yeah, this is what you get. They're completely demoralized. They lack hope. And why wouldn't they? And so, yep. Yeah, heart of darkness. And that's what you're going to see. All for the greater good. They're trying to be do-gooders. This is the thing about the left. They want to take wealth and make it a lollipop and rainbow world. And, the right communitarian, well, they might tread on your rights, but they're treading on your rights in order to create stability and a level playing field. And so I suppose we can go with the standard, the left people want equality of outcome, whereas the right people want equality of opportunity. And this accords with Isaiah Berlin's writing on the two concepts of liberty, where you have negative liberty, which would be, let's say, the right, which is a freedom from people doing bad things to you, whereas you have a positive liberty, whereas people do things for you. And, this is, I think I wrote, this is where it started. We started with, in the 1960s and maybe 50s, with people trying to do nice things for the black community and blah, blah, blah. And then, 40, 50 years later, it's a complete disaster. And, and now, the pilot project in the black family's gone everywhere. Hey, Monk Music, welcome. Thanks. Yeah, I'm pretty tired myself, actually. So, yeah. Yeah, that's right, Baron Exile. I read that too. Very rare asymptomatic spread. My God, I think they just want it to go away now. They want it to go away. And we'll get the survival lottery. Oh my. Is that like the Running Man? Is that like a TV show? The Running Man, the survival lottery. You know, it was that guy. It was the guy driving down the street. I don't know whether you saw it. Maybe I'll try to get my video up. There's a video of the guy driving down the street, and he gets attacked by these people, and he takes out a gun and shoots one guy, and then gets out of the car, and then, you know, puts himself under the protection of the police. So this is this is the survival lottery, isn't it? Is this? I don't know whether this is what you mean, but let me see if I can. Oh yeah, let me see here. Yeah, I got it here. So I just watched a video by John the Other, and you know, he's got some great points as per normal, and the main one is that Antifa and Black Lives Matter are he calls them guerrilla marketing for the NRA. Gun sales are going through the roof. So you take a look at that video there. That's the real one. That's the real video
Powering off.
of that guy driving down in the car. Now I don't know what happened before that. There's, you know, the video starts with some guy hanging on his car, but you know, some guy does something like that, and you start beating on him. Yeah, you're gonna get your okay, I see. Let me see if I can just have to clean up the address, maybe. Let me see if I can get it here. Okay, let me try it again here. Yeah, here we go. I got it now. The survival lottery. Oh yeah, I'll have to read this. It sounds like a decision theory, rational decision making, game theory, something like that. Yeah, everything was done to ensure that as many people as possible would enjoy long and happy lives. Yeah, this is utilitarianism. Yeah, I didn't get to the game, but no, I'll look that up. It sounds like a fun thing to read. It certainly does. Thanks, Baron Exile. The survival lottery. That almost sounds in some way like what's happening today. We've got crazy things happening out there, and you know, the guy driving down the street. I think that's a bit of a survival lottery. You know, that's what's going to happen when you drive down the street. Somebody puts a barricade in front of your car. This is nuts. So, anyway, just more men are doing it, and it may be the wave of the future until they try to shut that off. But anytime you got to, say something you think is funny, use upsidedowntext.com. There's the link there. And, if it's if you choose both the backwards and upside down, it's basically readable. It's readable. Yes, no, it sounds darker than that. It sounds like that lottery short story I read as a kid. The one who wins is the one who gets killed. Sort of sick. Yeah, but Hold it. There should be two. No, I didn't get two. Baron Exile. I only got one. I only see one. Or hold it. No, maybe I see two. What? No, I only see one. There we go. I didn't get the one about the virus. Who cares about the virus now? That's passé. Nobody cares about that. Yeah. 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 No, I imagine you don't, support Mr. Harris's proposal. My God. Yeah. No, thank you. The people who have, yeah. Well, I think John the Other put up a video, Monk Music, talking about the NRAs, being promoted by Antifa and Black Lives Matter. I mean, it's going through the roof. Oh, there it is up there. Sorry, I didn't get the first one for some reason. Whoops. Yeah. No, that's right. The asymptomatic patients aren't spreading. That's what the WHO says. These guys are saying anything now. They're saying anything and everything. But it looked to be the case that in the beginning it looked dangerous because of the asymptomatic transmission. But now they're saying it's not. My God, they can't get their story straight. Apparently, everyone just wants it to go away. The New Zealand government has said they have no active cases. The Italians are saying it's now weaker and it's gone away. I mean, what is this? This is nuts. I think they're recognizing that they only had correlation. They did not have causation. They all overreacted. This was the worst government possible. They put, tens of millions, hundreds of millions of people out of work. Those people are now demoralized and on the streets and protesting. And what they have is a cult of intersectionality, such that, based upon some criteria that nobody knows, some people deserve more than others. And so we're into a Marxist thing from ye according to need, from ye according to ability. There's a new commandment. And it's Eggy, along with Whiskey. Hey, Whiskey, how are you doing? Nice to have you in. And hope things are going well. My God, did you see the picture of Wyoming? And it's snowing. It's snowing in Wyoming. It looked like December or March or something. It's friggin' June. It's June and it was snowing in Wyoming. I don't know. This is crazy, I think. It wasn't even at the top of the mountains up there. It was not at the top. And so, oh yeah. No, they want to keep that the lockdown in the Democrat states because they want to pump up the violence on the street. They know that if people are demoralized, if their hope has been drained away, that they're gonna be out on the street. And I think they're trying to get Trump out. To tell you the truth, I think a lot of these people are trying to get Trump out, and by destroying the economy, Bill Maher and others got their way, and they're just trying to put so much pressure on him, so much destabilization, that people would vote for a zombie. I guess Joe Biden. Yeah, sorry, I was redundant there. And but I don't think that's going to happen, to tell you the truth. I think that this intersectionality thing, I think while Eggy has a point about cultural appropriation, and I agree with certain groups, maybe there's something. Ultimately, as I was beginning, when I was young, all of the accidental stuff wasn't important. If you put on blackface, it didn't matter. Whiteface, it didn't matter. Oriental face, it didn't matter. What the hell did it matter? None of that matters. It's all accidental. What you were going to be judged by was the character of your by the quality of your character. That was it. That was Martin Luther King Jr. And I'm a product of him, and he wouldn't have given a shit if somebody dressed up on Halloween with a black face. As far as I know, I could be wrong. You know, good person does that on Halloween. So what? But today, it seems like the cult of intersectionality rules, and no one cares about what is it, the Corwin Amendment. Corwin Amendment. There wants to be a forgetting. This was a proposed amendment to the Constitution. You look it up and you say, yeah, whatever in the hell the American Civil War was fought for, it was not fought to get rid of slavery. You read that and you say, what? There's a fucking huge lie. Yeah, well, downtown Chicago doesn't look like a good place. It really doesn't. Apparently, there's a record of the most people killed over the weekend. And this is not, this is, it's a big city. Okay, so you don't see it, but still, my God. And there's yeah. See, they did now. They did. But then again, okay, he screwed up bad, but then they lied about it. And this is a part of the perfect storm. Had the police just right off the bat released the camera footage, put the guy on hold, said they were going to investigate. Now, the city council apparently is voted to defund, but until that happens or something, they also agreed that it's a requirement for officers to physically intervene if they see a cop going too far. And I'm saying, like, duh, you mean that wasn't there before? Really? What? If you see an officer doing something bad, it's not a requirement that you intervene with that officer physically? Like in any way you need to stop that incident? What? You talk about incompetent policing. That's like, what? What? Anyway, apparently now it's going to be required, and maybe it should have been there since the beginning. If you're violating your service to the citizen, then yes, another cop should say, "Whoa, man, cool it. They ain't guilty until the judge says they're guilty." And it looks like in that Buffalo incident, they pushed the guy. Looks like the guy was scanning them, swiping them, I think it's called. Look, the old guy was swiping them. He's a professional agitator up from Amherst, Massachusetts. Say no more. And, yeah, he still shouldn't have been pushed till he fell down. But, and again, the problem wasn't the pushing. The pushing looked like sort of an accident, but it was the lies about it afterwards. He didn't trip and fall. He was pushed, and he fell. Why didn't you just say that? Yeah, we pushed him. He fell down. He hurt himself. We got him some EMT, and we're investigating the case. Anyone have a video? Please post it and let us know. Thanks. Next. Oh, okay. Why not some honesty, Something direct. Yeah, we pushed him, and he fell. And his head split open, and there was blood coming out of his ear. We're investigating. Anyone have a video? Please post it and let us know. There. Oh, okay. We're a war zone at the moment. Isn't that like a fucking song? We're in a war zone. We're in a war zone. Da, 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 da. Yeah. No, it's, I don't know where all the riots are taking place. And I'm going to call them rioters. Apparently other people like to call them protesters. But, I suppose once something gets lit on fire and the barricades go up and you got us a riot. We got us a convoy and you got yourself a riot. And, the Democrats want to put fuel on the fire. And they're taking the knee to the cult of intersectionality. So we all have to be different. And, if we were really conspiratorial, and I mean really conspiratorial, we would say that this is an effort to destroy MGTOW, because MGTOW, while recognizing cultural differences from within countries and from around the world, says that all men are being systematically mistreated and taken advantage of for a long time, and that by the cult of intersectionality coming into MGTOW, all of a sudden, you're a tall man, no, you're a short man, no, you're a bald man, no, you're a black man, no, you're a Swedish man. Well, I might give something with the Swedish man. Those poor fucking Swedes. Maybe they do need a special case over there. So if any Swedes out there want to talk, Swedish men want to talk, we'll have to give you the floor, because you're the most beat up of men anywhere in the world. My God, it's hopeless. They got it. It's enshrined in law, regret rape. A woman has 2 weeks to say whether she liked it or not. Oh my God, you'd never. Anyway, never. Now this is part of it, Whiskey. I think they're changing the words. They're changing the words. They're changing rights. And they're changing phobia, and they're changing everything. And yeah, for God's sakes, are they trying to do this? But no, I think they're changing the meaning of all words now, because what's important is not truth. What's important is how you feel, because if you're feeling enraged and angry, then you can be manipulated towards change, and then somebody wants change. I think the first change they want is that people don't vote for Donald Trump, so they're putting out bad poll numbers and trying to blame this on him. And apparently, I don't think it's going to stick, because at this point, Americans are looking at the war zone. Everyone's looking at the war zone in America and other countries and saying, for God's sakes, why are the British protesting? They got enough problems. They're on this pedophilic, pestilence island, with the government conspiring with, child gang rapes, gangs, oh God, it's sick and pathetic. They should be protesting that, but apparently no. I guess they just like to protest. It's not the biggest country in the world. You can't just go for a walk for 2 weeks or something. Yeah. My God. Yeah, and then no, Baron Exile, do not do that. There's nothing here. There's no right choosing at all anymore. If she chooses, you run. I think Cybermonk had a couple of videos out. One of them was run. Just run. You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. Ooh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know the districts of Chicago, but it's a huge city, and my God, don't be thinking you're gonna walk through these cities now and not run into trouble. I guess you don't know. If anyone took a look at that video of the car driving down the road, I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know whether we'll ever find out, but I suppose if he could do the day over again, he would say, well, maybe I won't go down that road. And he starts driving down the road, and my God, I'm into people. Move through them. Somebody jumps on his car. He tries to get away from him. Somebody else puts up a barricade, and then they start punching the shit out of him. So he pulls out his gun. This is the beginning, right? So, yeah, that's right. Once you go black, you never go back. Yeah. And That's for a number of reasons, some of which are not true. But Chad and Tyrone, they're just Chad and Tyrone. They're not all men, and Chad and Tyrone are, they're getting eviscerated too. So, oh, I see. Yeah, Baron Exile. Yeah, but if you get a solid man, throughout history, you were doing well. Now it doesn't matter. None of that matters. None of that matters now. Just stay away from them, and there's choices, there's options to get everything that you want. You just got to be super smart about it. Ce n'est pas vrai, monk music, ce n'est pas vrai. Yeah. What'd you say? Oh, you're not on with me. Fuck, I forgot. Yeah. Yes, I've had the luxury of never dating a French woman from France. I think I'm lucky. Yeah. Anyway, my God, it's spreading around the West. I think we're in a cultural revolution. Young people have been demoralized, and older people have been demoralized as well. This whole pandemic lie and the virtue signaling. Everyone's lost control of their rationality. Yeah. Yeah, no, this is part, Matthew Mercer, of I think what Whiskey was talking about, and how rioting and burning is now called protesting, or burning and looting is called protesting, and they're changing the meanings of words, they're ripping down statues. We're into a cultural revolution, and I'm not quite sure where it's going to end. But if you don't, respect your past, for good and for bad, then it's not good. You become ungrounded in some way. And at the same time, I'm all for removing the accidental, which is history, and moving to the universal. But I don't think you can get there unless you're grounded. Yeah, retroactive historical revision. This is it. Yeah. In fact, I don't think we need the word retroactive. I think historical revision is it means to go back and rewrite past history, and to change what it was or to erase it. The Stalinists did this, and the Nazis did this. And they did it in slightly different ways. So, the crazies that want to pull Churchill down. No, I don't get Churchill at all. I don't know. But, no, maybe they want to pave the way for fascism. So they ripped down the statue of the guy who stood against fascism. He wasn't the guy who, gave the Nazis in the 20s all the money, or the government of Germany in the 30s all the money. That they were the industrialists from America. So yeah. So I can't see ripping him. I got no idea why they would want to rip him down, but pretty soon there's going to be nothing left. He was like a great figure, and okay, sure, today you may have a different template of evaluation, but that's it. Yeah, Ford gave him money. A lot of people did. So did George Bush Sr.'s father, Yeah. So. But then again, Ford was expanding all throughout that period, all across the West. But it was the drink company, Fanta, right? Coca-Cola. But so, yeah, apparently Ford got money from the American government because the American government bombed one of their factories in Germany. That's not good. That's just not good. Yeah. Holy shit! Are you serious, Baron Exile? Someone gave me a thumbs down? Okay, that's fucking it. I'm canceling this fucking show. I'm gonna fucking wipe the fucking video off because it never existed. This video never existed. We have to rewrite history so it's perfectly clean. We cannot have any thumbs down on any videos. I'm very sorry, man. This whole thing will have to be scrubbed. I'm gonna have to scrub it. I'll be up all fucking night scrubbing and scrubbing till my hands are all red and I'll be scrubbing my thumbs down. Oh, you think it was Emily? Oh, Emily. I don't know Emily. Anyway, fuck Emily. Well, don't fuck Emily that way, but you know, give Emily the finger. Yeah, the finger. That little pinky finger. Give her that one. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you're serious, man. I'm serious too. I don't give a shit. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. Yeah. Yes, I don't know. Antifa is simping on steroids. Yeah, they're simping to something. They're simping to something. This cult of intersectionality, let's divide. You know, that was not what I was raised in. And okay, so things change. But we seem to have gone, a 360. No, a 180. Sorry, a 180. Right in reverse. We've gone in completely the other direction from what I grew up in. In fact, I don't recognize any of this. And you know, I remember, you know, the greatness of rock and roll, and people said, well, it started in the Mississippi Delta with the black blues players. Oh yeah, and so there was appropriation, and one thing feeds off another thing, and the whole country was coming together to create, you know, this great music of the late 60s and 70s and 80s, and up in through the 90s, and then it just stopped. I don't know what the art form now is, but it stopped. Yeah, Whiskey, I thought he got it for a couple of other years. I thought he was Man of the Year for like 2 or 3 times or something. Yeah. But yeah, there's something about yeah, I wrote just a little notes here. We have a recategorization of words and reality. That's what this cultural revolution is part of. A recategorization of words and reality. A valuation. What was valuable in the past is now not valuable. And thus the criteria for judgment has changed so much. And I don't know what this West cultural revolution is going to turn into, but it's you know, seemingly violent without recourse. Although if you push back, then you know, they don't like that. You know, you start punching them, you pull out a gun, and they don't like that. So, and in any case, if you're not armed, become armed if you can, if it's lawful and legal to do that. At this point, gun sales are through the roof. They were for the past couple of months, and now they've just spiked. So at this point, it looks like if the police departments, and they bear some large responsibility for the incompetence that led to such hatred of them by both people on the right who don't like overreach by government and by the police, and by the left who are seeing horrible things happen, and the police lying about it. And so we've got a systemic problem. We've got horrible things. We've got a perfect storm of demoralized and hopeless young people seeing the whole thing the crony capitalism. They don't even know about the debt, or maybe they do. Maybe they know that they're in debt. In fact, all of us are in debt, but the young people are in such horrible debt now. There's no way they can get out. So maybe some of them realize that. That makes them more demoralized. Yeah. Actually, gun sales. Did you put sales with an I? I love it. Gun sales are generally round the back, if you know the right people. Less so through the roof because of the tile issue. I don't fucking understand any of that. I'm very sorry. Is this some type of new banter? Are we into the banter, the World War I flying banter of Monty Python? God, that's funny. They were bad for no... They couldn't understand it. It was great. Gotta go watch it. Monty Python, World War I banter. My God. Yes. That's right. Free will, freedom, and freedom of speech. John the Other was talking about that. And these people, as is seen in that picture there, we will tread. That is, you have no freedom. There. Just let's put it bluntly. We will tread means you think you got rights, you got no rights. You think you got the right to say something, you got no right to say something. And if I don't like what you're saying, I'm just going to shut you up. And the social media are in on this. The mainstream media are in on this. The deep state is in on this. Apparently, I read Mr. Colin slam dunk. There are weapons of mass destruction in Iraq. Powell said he's going to vote for Joe Biden. So the deep state is circling the wagons. He's an asshole, and I don't care that he's black. He's still an asshole, and that type of categorization can fall upon anyone, because as far as I'm concerned, men are judged by the quality of their character, and he's got none. He's got blood on his hands. He helped facilitate the others. Was he a stupid patsy? I sort of think so. I think they lied to him and he believed it. Ha ha, ha ha. So, yeah, whiskey. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think they're worried about truth, whiskey. That's one thing. Yeah. They don't care about the hypocrisy. The only thing they want is power. They don't care about truth. They don't care about consistency. They don't care about violence. They don't care about anything. And so, they don't care. That's what I'm thinking. Whoa. I had an issue here. A sudden electrical spike. Just to let Google know, yeah, you found me, and fuck off. So, I had, no shit, I'm not going to lie to you. Yesterday, I think it was, the day before yesterday, in about 4 hours, I had a foot of rain. There was a foot of rain. A foot of rain. Yeah, my God. And the power did not go off. Yeah. But it did the day before that for no apparent reason. But, yeah, hypocrisy is a trendy trouser adornment shop. Yes, it is. It's just down the road from us. We like to frequent it and, be hip in all those cool words. Yeah. So... I know, Bad Max. That's great. Yeah, no, you want to be ready. You want to be prepped up. It's not too late. I encourage men to get prepped up. You don't know, hunkering in place or making the mad dash, whatever you think. You need a bug out bag. You just need enough to get yourself somewhere. There's good men around. You'll find them. And, What I think is going to happen if this continues is these young people are going to find out that a lot of people don't like what they're saying. And, you know, we've had great people on our side. We're gonna stay that way. We're gonna be able to speak our minds, and okay, maybe I make a mistake, and okay, I apologize for that. And but without that, you got nothing. And I'm sorry for the crony capitalism. I'm sorry that you're in debt. I'm sorry, but you know it's odious debt. All you got to do is find the right judge, and okay. Yeah, I only get 1 foot, and then Santa gets 8. Prick. But I'm telling you, there's like snow in Wyoming. I think there's a video up today. It was like last night. It looked horrible. It looked horrible. Maybe I can find it here. Yeah, and hey, wow. I went up to my home channel, and it said, I'm on, live. I didn't realize that. That's great. Let's see if I can... Yeah, here we are. I can get to the link. Oh, man. Just look at this. What the fuck? This isn't June. Yeah. So click on that. It's a real quick video, and it just oh my, it's a beautiful scene in some way, but it's June. It's June 6th. Oh my. No, global freezing. I forget who wrote it in the chat, but yeah. Oh my. Yeah. Oh my. Anyway, I like Tony Heller. Tony Heller's sane, and he's very knowledgeable about the climate and the climate change hoax. So we're in the middle of all these hoaxes. You know, they're trying to whip the young people up in the fear and the rage and the fear. But you don't feed it. And I think it was John the Other as well said you don't feed it. And I've been saying that for a long time. The Leviathan feeds off of that energy. So do not give it that deep, rage against it. You cannot rage against it. You cannot fight strongly against it, because that gives it strength. Also, you can't support it, because that gives it strength. So you just friction and indifference. So I used to say friction, but I've added indifference. And I think the more men that go out there and are indifferent to it, and that means pulling somewhat off grid, and if you do that, then you're withdrawing some power, some energy from this whole thing. Yep. And yeah, that's it. I don't know the Catalonian maybe plains. Catalonian. Oh yeah, Catalonian plains. Oh, okay, the Catalonian plains. Got it. That's roughly the same time as the Battle of Tours, right? Yeah. And yeah, but there were others before that. Yeah. Yeah, Joey. That's a nice list. And the final I think actually the Huns coming in and the Goths coming in and destroying Rome, I think that was a great thing. I don't think Rome was anything to keep. It was something, but I don't think it was something to keep. And so the West has not always been under control of freedom. It's been under control of what is really a superficial dictatorship, that being the Roman Empire. I think the Roman, Republic had more going for it, but yeah. War against the Huns? Yeah, but the Huns helped end Rome, and Rome needed to go. If it did do any good, it outweighed its usefulness. Yeah. The Greeks did the same thing. They succumbed to internal decadence and decay, contradictions. They should never have killed Socrates. That was a big mistake. By killing Socrates, they shut down free speech. And Socrates said, well, if the community thinks I went too far, I'll take their judgment. But they were fools. So I guess it happens. Great civilizations do the stupidest things imaginable. And again, the Russia hoax, that was one stupid thing. But I think this was just the rules for radicals, what they did with the FISA court. They're trying to hide it. They got some guy to pay some Russian guy money to give hearsay to put a tap on the President of the United States' phone, both during the election, I guess after. And so this is this is corruption. This is massive corruption. No wonder people are demoralized. You would be demoralized looking at all the corruption. So these people rioting, God only knows, there's 1,000,001 reasons in the West why people are upset. I think it's the worst government possible. Let's close down the economy because a bunch of old people have died from the normal things that old people die of. That's the stupidest, worst government possible. And now they're just trying to, make it go away. Oh, there's no real cases in New Zealand at the moment. None, zero, nothing. We're getting back to normal. The Italians are doing the same thing. Oh, nothing here, and everyone else doing the same thing. The Chinese did this, way back in, April? They stopped their numbers going up, and they just said, well, we're coming out of lockdown now. And then whenever America thought it would, come out of lockdown, the Chinese would say, oh, yeah, but we suddenly found more cases, and America would go, oh, we can't open up yet. All the SJWs and all the Democrats and all, all these people who just can't think their way out of a paper bag. Those people panicked. And then, oh, America's so bad, but Russia's got it worse. Oh, Brazil's got it worse. And all this craziness. It's crazy because we haven't demonstrated through modern science a cause and effect yet. So any such statement is crazy. It's crazy as someone reading your palm and telling you that when you grow up, you'll be an electrician. It just don't work that way. Sorry. And the one case out of 1,000 where somebody does grow up and be an electrician, they point and say, see, I was right. Yeah. Okay. Next. Yeah, beef jerky. How long does it last anyway? Like in the package and then sort of out of the package. No, it lasts a long time. It's, yeah. An Orwellian doublethink. Oh my God, he did he? Yeah. My God, an Orwellian doublethink. Oh my. Yes. It's, if you don't know what Orwellian doublethink is, look it up. And it's like living in cognitive dissonance. Fully. And, oh yeah. Now that would be, it's not especially hard, right? People have been doing it, without having all sorts of modern technology. They've been doing it for a long time. So, but if you can, do a little research and get the meat, cut it into strips. And, if you smoke it the right way, I don't know. Do you smoke it? You add salt to it? These are ways to cure meat. And, I remember seeing pictures of, Native American Indian villages, and they used to smoke the meat over fire, and these strips. I think that's where it came from, isn't it? The jerky, I don't know though. But I'm from the East Coast, and they salted fish. Bye. Yep, they salted the fish. Bye. And they would cut it in strips. It's salted fish. But it's nice to do it your own way. Uh, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what jerky is. Maybe it's is it any type of dehydration, or is it like a special type, or you do it in the sun? I don't know. Yeah, and there's different ways. You can sun dry it. I like sun dried tomatoes. The sun dried tomatoes are great. I love them. I'd like to make them, but I don't know how. I think I tried a couple of times, but I wasn't invested in the trying. So, jerky comes from the Incas. Is this cultural appropriation whiskey? For God's sakes, we can't eat jerky now because it comes from the Incans. In the cult of intersectionality, they wouldn't let you have jerky. Only the Incas can make jerky. In fact, they're doing that in Europe, right? Maybe they're doing it there because only one province of France can market their sparkling wine as champagne. Notably, the province of Champagne. So, anyone else who wants to call it champagne has to call it sparkling wine, and that's it. They cannot call it champagne. Only sparkling wine from the province of Champagne can call it champagne. Okay. Fuck you. They wanted to make their money. This is like a monopoly thing. Okay. I invent a word, no one else can have it. No one else can use it. So we're all going to just start patenting new words. Hold it, you can't use the word words. What? Why not? It's been patented. Oh, really? Yeah. It's from this fucking town in Britain. So you can't use that conglomeration of letters anymore. That conglomeration of letters, singularity, has been patented. Anytime you use it, they're going to come down and beat you up. That's the cult of intersectionality. Yeah. Oh yeah, you could jerk what like lamb and goat and I don't know, hedgehog. Ooh yeah, hedgehog jerky. Yum yum yum. No, you can't do the hedgehog. That's Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, I'm gonna jerk Sonic. Ooh, that sounds kinky. Oh, shut the fuck up. I'm changing the channel now. Hey, is he having a conversation with himself and not changing his voice at all? Yeah, I think he is. Hold it, there's 3 people in this conversation. I think I need some beef jerky. Now, see, now there we go. A stew, yeah. Yeah. Nice one, Monk Music. Yeah. Yeah. Nice one. Turkey jerky. Oh, now that sounds great. I really do miss a turkey. Maybe I'll try to find one somewhere. Yeah. I wanted to get a goose a couple of weeks ago. But that didn't happen. I don't know. But yeah, I've heard about turkey jerky. And I think I remembered it because it just sounds funny. It sounds great. Oh, now there we go. Yeah, I've heard about people, starting ostrich farms in North America. Why not? It's a big fucking bird. I've never had ostrich. Elk jerky. Yeah. My, oh my. There we go. There's a business for you. I think that'll sell. It sounds great to me. Elk jerky. Yeah. And, there's lots of elk Whiskey, I'm not believing you on that one. Seal eye jerky, no way. Not seal eye jerky. No. Seal jerky, maybe. Not seal. How can you make jerky from an eye? Oh, kangaroo burgers. Yeah, that's one thing I didn't see down under when I was there. Was like a burger joint made from kangaroo burgers. A cronut. Some food combos, though, are best avoided. Gruel and stew. Oh, yeah, ribs have eyes. Yeah, fuck, I forgot about that. Well, maybe I'll go for the seal eyes then. If ribs have eyes, okay, seal have eyes. Yeah, I've had rib eyes before. Yeah, they were good. Yeah. 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 This is getting nuts. This is getting pretty nuts. Well, I think we have to now. We're in battle now. They're changing everything on us. They're wanting to change the words. A recategorization of words and reality. A recategorization of valuation. The Cultural Revolution of the West is an overturning. And it seems to be motivated by a raw grab of power. And, maybe it's a protection of the deep state. They liked what was going on. Yes, an overturning. Foul is fair and fair is foul. And this is dangerous as hell. I didn't know that, Smurf. Freshly beaten baby seal is most tender. Yes, it is. But I guess you have to beat it while it's still alive and making those horrible sounds it makes. Yeah. I only say they're horrible because, you're not used to them. Once you get used to it, it sounds okay. Sounds sort of like a baby crying before you smack it. Yeah, almost the same. Yeah. Oh yeah, the Battle of Marathon. I remember reading about that and Salamis as well. Geez, you know. Look at that. Yeah, it's been a while since I've read any of that. Hey, Wookie. Yes, I can. I can change that picture. There. Thank God. Yeah. Thank God. Yeah. We'll put this one up. This is going to be the new normal, that we have a COVID-19 cycle route. And there's no rational way to discover why so much money was spent and who it benefits and how it benefits them. And why it was done so quickly and why these signs were produced. None of this can be determined by simple rational methods. So we must dispense with rationality and just understand that nothing makes sense anymore. Yeah. Hey, a great song by Half Man, Half Biscuit. I know that band. That's a great band. Yeah, Seal Clubbing. I think I remember that. I think it begins, we cut us down an oak tree in the woods. We made a club from it and we're gonna be good. Club and seals. Club and seals. Yeah, I think that was like the beginning part. Yeah. Yeah, but you see, that's the thing, Bad Backs. They look cute. Those big fucking seal eyes. They look cute. Now, if they look like, something horrible, then you could see bashing the hell out of them. Like I don't know. What do the SJWs not like? Oh, yeah, white men. If it was a white man, oh, fuck, man, there'd be no problem. Yeah. Yeah. Fucking bash them. Who cares? Yeah, but those little seals with those little seal eyes, yeah, can't bash them. Yeah, and yeah, that's it. So, yeah, we had a little musical interlude brought to you care of the Half Man Half Biscuit Band and their I don't know Fred Titmus, but you know that name will make you titter a little bit. Yeah, I think so too. I think they leverage the power. They see it, they leverage it. I think Trump made a mistake. He thought he could leverage it against China, but no. All he did was allow the SJWs in America and their Democrat handlers and everyone else to gang up and destroy the economy. And once the economy is destroyed and people are wearing masks, you know, the rest is like easy. I think I could have figured it out from there. What, you mean everyone can wear a mask and they don't have a fucking job and probably won't for a few months? And you think we can start a riot in that? Oh, yeah, fuck, man. Just get the cops to kill some fucking guy and make it look. You know, I could have figured that out. Okay, listen, we're not going to have any fucking arguments here about which is more tasty, seal eyes or emu eyes. No, we're not going down that road. That is part of the intersectionality. We have those people who think that the seal eyes are, and those people who think that the emu eyes are, and I want everyone just to be friends. So we can eat all the eyes we want of birds or mammals or, you know, anyone we want. And we'll all just be friends. And they all taste just as good to all of us when we're in the right mood. And we're in the right mood for love. We're in the right mood to go loot and burn. We're in the right mood to join the cult of intersectionality. Yes. So don't worry about your petty differences. We will multiply those differences and make them irresolvable. We will judge you on what you cannot escape. Even if you try to cut off that penis, we will not treat you like a woman because, well, yeah, they have special needs too. Oh, now traversable philosophy comes in here and breaks the whole mood. We were in the mood. Everyone was getting together and feeling like we were all enjoying, you know, our panda eyes or our emu eyes or our baby seal eyes. And everyone was equal. And they were different for other reasons. And now you come up and you ruin it and say that panda is better. Did I make a mistake, Monk Music? Did I say the wrong word? I apologize for saying the wrong word. I need guidance. Please guide me. Guide me. Panda is better as a burger. Panda is better as a burger. I admit that now. Kumbaya. See? Now that was right there. That was on my mind. I was going to download a version of the song and bring it up, but I think we can sing it together. I think we can sing it together. Now, everyone, just go down and get a copy of the lyrics. You know, they're not really complex lyrics. There's only really 2 lines. Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya. That's 1 line. Someone's singing, Lord, Kumbaya. There, that's the 2nd line. So it's pretty fucking easy. So you just sing that 3 million times over the next little while, and you'll be forgiven for all of your sins until the next time you get caught talking about panda burgers. In which case, you'll have to sing it again. Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya. I wonder if you can, cook kumbaya with the seal eyes. I wonder if that tastes good. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, and you saw all the members of the Democratic caucus minus the black guy, uh, walk out and kneel to the cult of intersectionality while wearing a African fashion statement accessory. Yes, eat the pandas. Yum yum yum. They only eat bamboo shoots, so I guess they're tasty. It's like having special Wagyu panda stuff. It's just great. Oh really? I think we're gonna rename Kumbaya to mean "Come by here, Antifa" or "Black Lives Matters." Come here, Antifa or Black Lives Matters. Okay, we're just gonna redefine the term because I don't like that. Come by here, Antifa. Come by here. Black Lives Matter. Come by here, Antifa. Come by here. Just saying. So, yeah, we're gonna have it. We're gonna have it. I think we now have a way for MGTOW to benefit and have a niche market serving exotic foods. So an exotic food restaurant, delivery only, of course. And so we'll serve whale and panda and seal eyes will be a specialty, jerked or unjerked. And yeah, I see this. Delivery. Home door delivery. Exotic meats. Yeah. And, yeah. I think there's something in here. And then the cult of intersectionality will come and close it down. And that's okay too, right? That's okay. Because we can sing. We can all sing in the rainbow and all the burgers are equal. Panda burgers, cricket burgers. What's the difference between friends? We're all friends, but you remember, if I talk, you shut the fuck up because you have privilege and I have no privilege. Yeah. You just remember that. Oh. Now you're being speciesist, Baron Exile. Of course we have to eat bat. And then you'll just have to go into quarantine for 2 weeks. You know that has to happen. I knew someone was going to go there that next. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you saw a pangolin? Yeah, I don't know what the hell they look like. They're the ones with the funny looking eyes. Pangolin. Oh, for God's sakes, I'm not eating that. Is that even a fucking animal? It's like an anteater or something. Eek. The skin would be something to get through. It looks all, Eek. Yeah, no, it's sooner a cricket. Oh, yes, sure you had to correct me, Monk Music. Sure you had to correct me, fucker. Quarantine is actually 40 days. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, you can eat the fucking bat and stay in your room for 40 days. You've been a bad, bad man. And you get double that because you're a man. You have to stay in for 80 days. There. I see something bad like that happening. This is leftist communitarianism at its worst. Pangolin eyes are not delicious. There's a statement to live by. It's nice and clear. It's quite direct. And very informative. Yeah, I would say that. Yeah. Incredibly informative. Pangolin eyes are not delicious. Of all the things I thought I'd ever read, that was not one of them. Joey. I think you've just been watching too much, reruns of Alice Cooper concerts or something. That sounds like something he would do. Welcome to my nightmare. I think you're gonna like it. And if you don't like it, you're gonna have to suffer anyways, because this is the Cultural Revolution of the West 2020. Anything you knew, forget it, because it's all changed. We are going to have a new political system. We are going to have new political masters. And frankly, they are stupid and don't care. Yeah. Yeah, bats remind me too much of dogs. Sorry, Baron Exile. That's gonna need some explication there. Yeah. Trav, I didn't know what in the hell that meant. I don't know. Oh, somebody zooms in on one of the little guys. You mean one of the bats? You can friggin' rip bats in two. Yeah. Yeah, you see, Epstein's gone, and now everyone's losing their access to sickness. Yeah, yeah, it is a lively stream. I think people are feeling something's happening. I think we're feeling something is afoot. I think the riots are picking up some type of momentum and getting some legitimacy by people saying we support, and this is not going to end well, right? Still, the money printing that happened before the pandemic shutdown, that wasn't going to end well, and now with the pandemic shutdown, it's really not going to end well. I don't know what's going to happen. They look kind of dog-like. Give them scritches? I don't know what scritches are. Really? They start acting like dogs. Well, maybe so, They're they have a brain, but it's not that big. The brain's not that big. But yeah, why not? They fly around. They don't fly into things. That's pretty good. Yeah. Yes. No, something's planned on this. I don't think the whole thing was planned, but once it started to unravel and unfold, then people planned to use it in this way or use it in that way. A Bloody Mary. Yeah, my God. Oh, got it. And the bats like that. And they don't bite, I suppose. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I guess so. I see it. I see. They got the long snout, don't they? Well, comparatively. So yeah. Yeah. No, Agenda 21 is not a theory. It's real. And they updated it to the Sustainable Development Goals 2030. And like I think I've said to somebody, this has a different meaning and everything if it's viewed from the perspective of a fucked up third world country rather than of a modern industrialized Western country. I mean, the way you read it is just completely different. So, oh my. Oh my. I think I'm going to have to ban somebody here from the chat. What are they doing here? Hello, men. Oh, Bob. Hey, man. A long time. Things are getting nuts. Things are getting nuts. The cult of intersectionality is taking over. And the riots are getting support. And Trump is suggesting, and I think badly, to bring in troops. Why bother? Just let it run its course. What's going to burn down are the Democratic cities and Democrat states, and okay, that's what they wanted. And maybe he's smart enough to run the flag up the pole and see what happens. Say, okay, we'll let the Democratic mayors and Democratic governments do it, but just don't ask for federal funding. That's it. Yeah. Yes. I like that, Baron Exile. Yeah. Men will have dogs to keep them company everywhere they go. Yes. That's nice. It's a nice sentiment. Yeah. Yeah. The love gone muku. Yeah. They have. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. But again, they have been demoralized. And this was from that Russian guy, Yuri. Check him out. CJ put the name at the very top of the chat. And CJ reminded me of one of the main strategies of whatever they're doing is to demoralize people. And if you're demoralized, you have no hope of a better future. And that's what I think we see. We see a perfect storm of hopelessness here and radicalization there, and years of sucking on the teat of rage bait and hate bait and all of this. And so they think that it's better to close down free speech regardless. So they're going to do it, and we're going to watch it unfold. And again, you want to be careful. That man driving down the street, God, he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Had to shoot someone to save his life. Not good. So, well, send me an email on that, Wookie. I like dark rabbit holes. But remember that ultimately, all of us share a common and necessary feature of being sentient, of being conscious. We are aware of being aware. And for us, what happens to us after death and what happened to us before birth and what's happening to us all in the middle, these are all common things. And so, this should be of some importance to men's thinking. And if you're not gonna, if you can't figure it out, don't worry. You're gonna join the club. But to not think about it and not to say that okay, whatever your favorite football team is, it really doesn't matter when you're dead, right? But it's fun to root and it's fun to cheer and it's fun to see men working in a team and getting stuff done. And we see that all the time. We see them building buildings and fixing roads and all manner of things like this. Now this is good to see, and in the end, maybe we can have a civilization where a lot more men are free and have the time to follow these paths down dark rabbit holes or speculative and wondrous imaginings of just what reality is. And certainly if you're superficializing everything and taking it to its most superficial and accidental nature, like the color of your skin or how tall you are or anything like this, then we're going in the wrong direction. And I think a lot of people realize that. And when I was growing up, as I say, a lot of people were talking about what's essential to people and the commonality. And that, it was an accident and a Mexican person was born in Mexico and that I was born in Canada. And, if you want to eat tacos and like them, well, then you eat tacos and like them, and that's the end of it. If you want to call yourself Mexican, well, you probably ain't really, but who wants to do that? It's an accidental thing. But I'm a human, and I can enjoy tacos. And if I go to a costume party, I want to be someone I'm not. And that's sort of a wondrous thing. Yeah, a bad taco. That's what it's about. So I think that MGTOW can set up a chain of restaurants that sell exotic meats. Yeah, but then again, we have to have warnings because some people don't want to eat bats, and then again, some people don't want to eat humans. So I don't know. Yeah, there's probably a way to do it, but I don't quite know how. Yeah, panda burgers. Yeah, 3 panda burgers to go, please. Extra crispy. I like that. Yeah, thalidomide and other hits. Yeah, the AIDS scare. Yeah. Now, if anyone out there is still believing that retrovirus causes an illness in humans, well, it has not been shown yet. And they've tried for, since, the mid-1980s. Still hasn't. And yet people are profiting. The same people are profiting. It's all about making money and doing harm to other people. I think that's it. If we can make money and do harm with other people, I think we've got a good business model here. And I think with that, I'm going to end this stream because we've gone just about as far down the road of insanity as the cult of intersectionality will allow us. I invite people to go look at John the Other's recent video, which had the title I think was a key point in the middle, and he had 2 other points and a number of small points. But we're looking at people attacking free speech, man. Okay, that's happening. We're looking at people trying to I think seize control over the direction of valuation, how people value things, and the words people use, and thus they're switching reality, and they don't seem to mind, and they don't seem to notice that, well, if it's switched on us by you, it can be switched on you by someone else. So if we're going to have this fluid reality, it's really not sustainable. But we can look at the Chinese Cultural Revolution as a template, and maybe I'm going to do that because we're into the West's Cultural Revolution, and it's an overturning, and we're going to see what it overturns. Besides my stomach, because my stomach is now turning over in just frank disbelief. Watching the Democratic Party get on their knees to I don't know what, and seems to me like they should be paying deference to what's given success for 200 years. And okay, albeit not perfect success, and but why do the police have to be so stupid sometimes? Just tell the truth. Tell the truth. It's easier. Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, thanks, Monk Music. And remember, everyone, wise words here from Monk Music. Everything is okay. Just watch the television, Netflix, and chill. There. Yeah, wise words to live by. What's wrong with being Mexican? Holy shit. I don't know. Are you calling me Mexican? I don't know. I don't think there's anything wrong with being Mexican. I was down in Mexico a couple of times. Seems nice. I know some Mexicans. Nice people I met. Of course, 4% are psychopaths, and most of those go to America for work. Anyway, my God, now I got a hankering for like enchiladas or something, Anyway, let me go and see if I can fix that, and I'll get back to you. And anyway, have a nice rest of the day, and remember, MGTOW plenty in 2020.